in sports. We're down to the second last week of playing on the grid on games are on top as well.
Welcome to the NTV Sports Central Podcast with your host, Randy Silver, NTV Sports reporter. A special podcast dropping on a Monday for you this week. Why? There's so much news in Huskers land. We couldn't wait till Thursday because Thursday's game day. Woohoo! Huskers football is back. Arrowhead, Cincinnati. Let's get it. This past weekend, the volleyball team, 2-0. Number 3 team beat Pitt. Number 6 team beat Stanford. Number 1 team in the nation, rocking, undefeated. PBA sellout, first time there. We have highlights, interviews, presser, exclusive clips for you. That'll come at the back of the podcast. But first, before we dive into football captains and talk about football coming up, we have a major announcement, big news from the Lincoln Children's Museum. For those of you who go to Memorial Stadium for game day, they have a great offering for you if you have young kids so you can enjoy the game and your kids can enjoy some time learning, growing, and having fun as well. Here's the announcement.
The following segment is sponsored by the Lincoln Children's Museum.
Randy Silver with NTV Sports. I'm with Allie Charter, the Chief Marketing Officer of the Lincoln Children's Museum. We have exciting news for you Husker fans. Allie, what is the big news?
The Lincoln Children's Museum is so excited to offer game day playdates again this football season.
Amazing. And being here, the kids are having so much fun. And this is a Thursday. I can't imagine what a game day would be like. What are the activities that they'll have?
While the kids are here, we will have many arts and crafts and STEM activities that are focused on the theme of football and sports and body movement. But we also have a very parallel path to what people experience inside the stadium. Some of those iconic brands that you expect to see at the stadium, we also have right here at the museum. We have First National Bank's photo booth upstairs. We have Runza in Tiny Town, and we have Valentino's Pizza available in our U-Stop Cafe.
Perfect. So for people who come here regularly, what information do they need to know about dropping their kids off here?
Right, grown-ups should know that this activity is perfect for kids ages 5 to 12. There is an advanced registration needed for that so that we can staff it appropriately because unlike a normal day when parents come here with their kids, we actually have those kids by themselves while the grown-ups go to the stadium and have their own game day experience.
Awesome. And if people want to find out more information, how can they do that?
They can look up on game day playdates under lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
Perfect. And of course, in the bio of this, you can look it up as well. Go Big Red. It's Husker football season. Allie Charter, the Chief Marketing Officer here at the Lincoln Children's Museum with big news. Drop your kids off on game day and have a great time watching Big Red go 13-0. Thank you, Allie.
Thank you.
The following segment is sponsored by the Lincoln Children's Museum. Planning a game day in Lincoln, the Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates. While you go to the stadium, your kids stay at the museum for their own game day experience. Available during every Husker home game.
Football fans, Husker fans, amazing, amazing, amazing. It was so fun to be there. Please go check out the Lincoln Children's Museum. They're there for your kids on game day, but even if you're not there for game day, you want your kids to have a great time. There's so much activities. It's a ball. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. But of course, for game days, parents, grown-ups, go have fun at Memorial Stadium. I'll see you there. And then make sure to pick up your kids after the Huskers get the dub. And that dub will start the first game of the season, we hope. Arrowhead, ESPN. Let's get it. 8 p.m. kickoff slated. I will be there with my sports director, Darren Winberg. Please follow me on all socials, Randy Silver TV and NTV News. We'll have all the recap, highlights, social clips for you. We made it, folks. The dog days of summer are over. Volleyball back. Football is about to be back. Huskers, Year 3, Matt Rule. We know what that means. Temple, boom. Baylor, boom. Panthers, didn't make it to Year 3. But here we go at Nebraska. He's here. The team, I've been with them consistently. All the press conferences, at the practices. There's a cohesion with this team. There's a culture with this team. You can feel it. And that culture starts with the team captains. These are your team captains for the year. Number 1, Sierra Wright, DB. Number 3, Marcus Buford Jr., DB. Number 6, Dane Key, the wide receiver transfer from Kentucky. Shows what he's done and the impact he's made already on this team. Again, these are voted by the team for the team. Number 8, Deshaun Singleton, DB. Number 15, QB1, Dylan Raiola. And he's not a single number, by the way. And number 59, Henry Letovaski, O-lineman. So you got DB, 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 3 DBs. And there's usually only 4 in the field. 2 cornerbacks, 2 safeties. So that shows that these vocal presence on this defense. Wide receiver, Dane Key, leading that room. No running back, but you got the QB. Of course, you need an O-lineman. Usually you think there's a D-lineman in there. So interesting that the team picked 3 DBs. It shows what they do in the weight room, practice field, off the field, locker room, everything in between. And Matt Rule said he had something new this year where they signed a contract and what it meant to be a captain. The standards they have to uphold as a captain. First in, last out, leading this team, being the voice of this team. First off, I love that everybody's in slides and socks. Rocket Power, y'all remember? We call those shoebies. So it's cool to see everyone all together. This was announced last week. I love, love, love this. These are your captains moving forward. They're going to be big time for this team. And you'll get the first look at them again. ESPN, if you can't be there, in Arrowhead. They said that this will be a sellout, 70,000 plus people. 90% of the tickets have an area code that would be considered a Nebraska fan. This is going to be Big Red Kingdom and Chief Kingdom. On the Wednesday podcast, we'll have a full breakdown, Nebraska versus Cincy. So please subscribe so you don't miss it. That we want to wait till we get some more of the press conferences, Matt Rule speaking, things like that. Have everything prepared for you for Wednesday. Of course, these drop on Thursday normally. Game on Thursday, I will be there. Cannot drop it on Thursday. And then we'll have a reflection coming out after the fact. So this podcast maybe is 2-3 times a week now based on Husker news. And the big news, folks, of the weekend coming out of Nebraska, yes, football is back, but it's this volleyball team. This volleyball team dominated in PBA. The first time they ever got to play there. We can take off the recap. Pittsburgh, number 3 team on Friday, win 3-1. On Sunday, against Stanford, a young team. How would they compete? Would they play down? No, they played up. They raised the bar. 3-0 sweep. First time I got to watch the Huskers volleyball live in person. I was at the alumni match. I was at the red-white scrimmage. And it was fun. But you could tell the crowd was like, do we cheer for our team? Do we not? Put 15,000 plus in PBA. All big red. We'll say if maybe 1,000 weren't cheering for them. It was loud. It was amazing to see the atmosphere. It was rocking. It felt like an NCAA Final Four type of match. And the players, they stepped up to the plate. So now we're going to break down, again, highlights, interviews. Before we dive into the numbers, we got the stats right here. If you want to see full match highlights for Pitt and Stanford, you can go to my YouTube. If you're watching this on NTV News, it's linked below. If you're on my YouTube, it's still linked there in the description. You can watch raw and uncut. No announcers. It's just straight Nat sounds, meaning the fans, the players, and everything in between. It's just the audio of being there live, and you can watch the match. If you're a volleyball player, this is perfect for you to go and see how they work their offense, their defense, their passing, positions, everything in between, what it's like to be there live. Pitt and Stanford. So now we can dive into the numbers. First match of the season. How would the team do? We'll start down here. Made myself a little too big. At the outside position, Virginia Adreno got the start. There was a big question. Would it be her or Allie Sczech? Allie Sczech got the start in the second match, and she killed it. Had the most kills of the match. Did not mean to use the same word twice, with 12. But in this match, Virginia, 6 kills on 19 takes. Nice job. She goes with power a lot. If she can start to learn the finesse in her game, what does Harper do really well? If she feels the block is there, a little dink, a little dump, a little touch, finesse. If VA can learn that, her game will be unbelievable. At 6'5", her blocking is right there. But once she can get down some finesse, it'll be really good. Still ended with 7.5 points. Bergen Riley, your setter, captain, 40 assists, 98 total takes. But again, her blocking, 3 BAs. She does a great job not just setting up her team, her digging, her blocking. She will be an All-American this year if she stays healthy like she always does. Rebecca Alec, captain, senior. DBK said had the best preseason of anybody. 9 kills, monster dunks. She killed it. We're going to show this highlight, so don't go anywhere. excuse me, on 17 total attacks. And she had 7 blocks as well. Excuse me. Lainey gets your start at libero. She started match 2 as well. And her digging is phenomenal. She's able to dive, put her body around, and looks really, really dang good. You look here, she had 17 receptions. First on team behind Olivia Mock, the sophomore, Lainey, the junior. Olivia, the sophomore, her precision passing on point every time. So when they go two liberos in, well, technically, Olivia at that point is not playing libero. She's playing a normal position. But when she's getting in, what I'm saying is she's doing a very good job at coming in for the opposite hitter. In this case, with Virginia. And they're playing 2 quote-unquote liberos in the back. But also, if you look right here, Tara Sigler, the freshman, got the start. 18 receptions, 8 kills. You kidding me? Sorry, 1 kill. 1 kill, 18 receptions. Led the team in receptions as a freshman. First match. That killing will come. She looks to me a future All-American. Could be a future AVCA Player of the Year. Her energy, what she brings to the court, what she can already provide. I think by the end of the season, she will be an honorable mention Big Ten Player of the Year. Maybe it doesn't get enough sets to her because it's going to Harper, it's going to Rebecca, it's going to Allie. It's going to Allie. It's going to Andy. But, folks, she's the future of this program. And then you got the senior, Taylor Landfair, who DBK said looked really good in preseason, earning the time here. 10 kills. 8 kills. Andy had 10 kills. And she had multiple big blocks. Again, we're going to show all of it. And then you have to go down to the final 2. You got Harper and you got Andy. Andy, 10 kills. All-American. Harper, All-American, 15 kills. Harper hit 278. If I just go back to this one, she hit 308. She basically hit 300 across 2 games. Unbelievable. She's got that Mamba mentality going right now. You can see it in the way she's playing. Pre-game, post-game practices. She looks locked in. She's dealt with a lot of flack from the media or people online. Hey, big statements. The team has not won the title. She looks like she's on a mission to help this team win a title. They look really good. Again, you look at these stats, 25-22, 25-11. And that second set, beating the number 3 team in the nation like that, dominant. Kind of fell off in the third, and they picked it back up in the fourth. You look overall, very solid. Almost double-digit kills per set besides set 3, again, when they dropped. And lead changes didn't really happen a lot in set 2. Set 3, they never led. Overall, really, really good job. Now, again, for Pittsburgh, the one person you had to worry about was the reigning AVCA Player of the Year, Olivia Babcock. 21 kills on 58 attempts. Too much. That's providing, great for her. She can handle it. But 25 points total. If you're feeding someone 60 times in the match, you got to be more dynamic. They're going to know what you're doing on offense and keep trying to guard her or pass away from her so she can't get set up and hit. But she did a nice job. I was really impressed with her jump serve. That is Friday. So then on Sunday, what happened? You play Stanford, a young team. This team, Pittsburgh, of course, lost in the championship game last year. And you're like, hey, sorry. No, excuse me. They're the reigning national champ. No, are they? No, Penn State, excuse me. Sorry. Mixing up my teams. Pittsburgh lost in the Final Four last year? Something like that. Final Four, Elite Eight. I apologize. It's been a long 3 days, a lot of reporting. Then you look at Stanford, and folks, the question was same lineup or different. And she went with Allie Sczech. And we're going to play the soundbite in a moment, so please stay with me about why she went with Allie Sczech. Both deserve it. And she rewarded her coach with an MVP performance. She didn't get it. Rebecca did. Andy got it for match 1. But 12 kills led the team. Second on the team was Rebecca with 11. But Allie looked consistent. Where Virginia on the outside, again, doesn't have much finesse in her game. Allie's able to do the dinks, the dunks, go line, go hard, whatever is needed. And she passed the ball very good as well. She hit 400. The team itself, first set, 25-13 win. Whew! Third set, 25-14. Set 2, a bit closer. It was loud, and DBK is very stoic on the sideline. She sat there and was just quiet, then got up and was loud and cheering for her team. She felt the energy and went with it. Allie, a big part of that. Bergen, 40 assists match 1, 36 match 2, 38 average. Just fantastic on 77 attempts. And again, she had some big blocks, 9 digs, which is impressive. Rebecca, 15 total attempts, 11 kills, 2 blocks, BS, 3 blocks, ABA. So a single or a double. And she got MVP. Lainey, again, libero, 21 receptions, 12 digs. Olivia Mock, 12 digs. Again, they're coming in being the back-to-back. Macy got in the match and was helping out. We're going to talk about that in a second. The senior libero is 3rd in the pecking order, but she's a great teammate, and that's why she's in there. Andy, not the biggest numbers of this match, was very consistent. Did not need her as much, 5 kills. Harper, 10 kills again. 308 hitting percentage, and her digs, 9. Getting her body on the floor for this team. Across the board, this team hit over 70% by attack. This is not something that will happen every time, but they looked every bit apart as a #1 team in the nation. And DBK shared her thoughts on the win after, and folks, she was pretty pleased.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Great weekend of volleyball. It was awesome to see us follow up a good game on Friday with substantially better play today. And the team looked like they were having a blast out there, and it was an awesome environment, and it's just the beginning for us.
Just the beginning for us. That's the big point. And again, look at this. When we look at the highlight, Andy as the middle blocker serving. She said earlier in the year she wanted to serve. As a middle blocker, usually you get taken out. The libero, someone else comes in. You don't get to play in the back. She's earned it. She's a great passer and can serve. Look at that. That's barely over the net. That's tough for that libero right there. Pretty good dig. Great set. But who's right there? Bergen. She's blocking an All-American right there. An All-American setter blocks an All-American outside hitter. Look how high up Bergen is. She's only 6 foot, which is, yes, tall. But for volleyball, average, I guess. And she's a setter. And she blocks straight down, doesn't net it. Amazing. And that is momentum for the team. You see set 3, they're at 8-5. Look at Andy. Look how high Andy jumps up on this. It's amazing because they know how much this means to this team and what Bergen can provide. So now you get the passing. Lainey, great pass, right to the middle of the court. You can go either way with it. You can push it out, you could set behind you, or you can go right to the middle with the behind. Rebecca is heads above the rest of the team, and a rocket straight down. You can't defend that. That is an easy point for this team. Again, up 12-7 in set 3, and that's deflating for Stanford. You serve, and you can't even play defense on something like that. And the coach recognizes here, I'm going to take my camera off so you see his face, that they just were outmatched today.
There's a reason why Nebraska's won. Everyone knows it in the country because they have so much returning and they can execute at such a high level, especially as much as this core group has been together. And they certainly showed that tonight. And I think we showed that we're a young team that has a lot to learn and a lot to get together. And it's not a surprise to us. Of course, we would have liked to have kept the score closer, but I thought we fought hard the whole time. We tried to do some different things, and even when we had some success, they found ways to expose us, and it'll help us. This will help us get better. We'll use it as a learning opportunity. It's good to get our athletes in a match like this to give them some exposure, and I think we've learned a lot that we can use and work with moving forward.
So let's break this down a little bit. Kevin, when we spoke to him on Thursday in the presser, it was like, we have a young team. Basically, this number 13, Elia, is the All-American returning, the one that got blocked a couple of moments ago. And they talked about, this will be a good test. They won their first match against Florida. So, hey, started the season nice, and then, unfortunately, they lost here. But again, let's look at this really quick. So Stanford's serving. Look at Lainey get low, down to the floor. Is it the perfect dig? No, but you put it on the net where Bergen is athletic enough, can get there. And it's in front of her, so she's able to set Harper perfectly. That's a great set. Now, Harper can do two things with this. She can try to go line. You can see her trying to block line, so she can try to go cross court. But Harper chooses to dink. She sees right there's an opening. So she uses finesse. And this is what I'm saying where Virginia could use some of this. Let me turn the sound off. Sorry. Use some finesse right here and just place it. Tap it, tap it, tap it. Have Happy Gilmore say, place it home, and that's exactly what she did. Gets your team a point. Now they're serving. Good dig. Look how high up they are. I mean, it looked like their outside hitter mistimed this, but then whose tip is that? Bergen. Tipping the ball right there. Hands up. Just higher than Andy. Again, Andy's 4 inches taller. Looks like Bergen right here. Hand is higher. Puts them out of play. And then they go to the other side. And you got Taylor Landfair, who is 6'4". You got Andy, who comes all the way and slides, who's 6'4", blocking straight down. They get the point. Just crazy. You say, hey, they have good defense. They do. Well, they have good defense and they have good offense. This team is well-rounded across the board. Now you got Bergen serving. Serving libero. Pretty good dig. Goes back outside. But again, just not good offense by Stanford there. Nice little dink, though. Who's getting down? Your senior 6'4" Taylor. Pretty good dig, getting low for someone that big. And what does Bergen do? She could go middle. She could go outside with it. She goes back set to Allie and puts it right between the two players. They're not up high enough. A little bit of a deflection. Libero's going the wrong way. Point. That's not libero, excuse me. Their player outside goes a long way. That's the point. Just great to see from this team. That's great offense making great defense. Now, speaking about Allie, again, she got the start. Match 2. Virginia got the start. Match 1. Both opposite hitters. The ceiling is probably much higher for Virginia, especially because she's younger and she can grow in this program for 3 years. Allie is a transfer, final year of eligibility. So the question is, do you play for the now, you play for the future, or do you mix both? Or do you switch them in and out? DBK, coaching staff, thoughts?
They're both playing so great in practice, and we thought Virginia earned a start and Allie earned a start, and it's early, so we want to learn about our team. And I've been preaching to these guys like they have to make each other better, and we're going to use everybody on this roster when we need them. And so, what a better atmosphere to play this in. I also think there's a part of me, you want to give your players these great opportunities, and so it's Pinnacle Bank Arena, sold out crowd. I wanted Allie to have that moment also, just like I wanted Virginia to have it. So it's just cool to have the opportunity to do each of them, play each of them a match and get them experience, but also just soak in Nebraska volleyball.
This would make me want to play for DBK. If I was still an athlete, I played college lacrosse, I played sports my whole life, I would want to play for this coach. What she said, I tell players we're going to use our depth, we're going to work hard on this team, and we're going to give players opportunity to play. And what does she do? She puts Macy in. Allie gets the start. She's showing these players that, hey, you get in. You work hard, you do the right things, good teammate, et cetera, we'll find time for you when it makes sense. And that builds trust, cohesion, and a great culture. So again, you look at this right here. Virginia at 6'5" on Pitt. Big block. Pittsburgh is now out of position, out of situation, out of rotation. They just got to put the ball over because of the block. Bergen, back set to Virginia. You get the touch. Yes, the ball flies out, but it was touched. So they got the point. And it's a big time because, look, again, they set their offense. They get blocked. Now you have a basically free opportunity to do your thing. Here, Bergen, again, just her back setting is so good. To Allie, the lefty. So again, Virginia's a righty. This is perfectly into Allie's wheelhouse. The ball's coming right to her on the left side. She could go line with this. Probably a bit hard from that area. She chooses to go straight, gets tipped. Stanford's not able to make the play. They won the point. They actually won the set. They won the match right there. Another back set by Bergen. This one set one, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. So just great to see. Now, I do realize that this is an error by her. She's out. This did not hit the line. But she had 2 aces and was one of the better serving players on this team. So that could be a factor as well. Bigger matches, hey, we need someone who can ace a serve. She may get the start. But you have 2 competition, and they're driving each other to be better and better and better, which is really big. For Allie, they asked her, is this your coming out party? You didn't play a lot match 1. You're new to the program, new to the school, new to Big Red Nation. What was it like to be out there match 2 and ball out?
I mean, yes and no. Like, I feel like I've gotten established with the city and the people on the team, and I feel like that's just been really cool. But obviously, yeah, it's my first time with the start, so it's been pretty cool. But yeah, I've had a good past few months in Lincoln, so I feel like I've kind of gotten established, but yeah.
I feel like I've gotten established. I had a good couple months in Lincoln. And first off, let's just go back really quick. Is this not the most endearing laugh you've ever seen? Look at Allie's face right here. I'm going to turn the sound off. Like, if this doesn't say wholesome, like, I'm a good person, like, oh my God. It just, like, melts your heart to see someone, like, laugh like that. Like, you can just tell. Look at DBK. Look at Rebecca. They're like, wholesome and sweet. So, it was really good to see this win. But again, at the end of the day for this team, everything's to run through Harper. You got Andy. You got Rebecca. Feed the middles. But Harper she's not a team captain. She probably will be next year. But she's your All-American. So is Andy. So is Bergen. She is your all-around player. She's a star. Just signed to Adidas. You guys probably saw it online. So I asked DBK, this is a question from your boy. Tell me about Harper. When they can tell me it's not a question. So I did a bad job there. You learn, ask openly questions. But I gave a good prelude. I said, tell me about it. I kicked myself. That's a different conversation if you want to learn about investigative questioning. But I asked DBK, long story short, Harper looks like she's locked in. From the moment practice starts and it ends, everything between, she's got that mama mentality and vision. And DBK was full of praise for her star player.
Has been so consistent in the preseason, and I'm talking preseason camp, and just the way she plays, the way she approaches every practice. And I feel like she's on a mission this year to prove a lot of things, and that's what you're seeing. And our team is benefiting from it, and the challenge is now keeping that for 30-plus games. That's no easy task, but I think she mentally knows what she has to do, and she's relying on her teammates and the coaching staff to help her do that. But super impressive weekend for her. I don't know, she probably hit 300 in 2 matches and led us in attempts, so she had an awesome weekend. Yeah, Harper.
I love everything she said there. The one big thing is, how do you keep that intensity for 30 matches? We're in August. What's the August 25th? September, October, November, December. 4 months to get the Final Four NCAA tournament. That's a lot. That's a mental grind. That's a physical grind. But her teammates will pick her up. Her players will pick her up. Her coaches will pick her up. The training staff. She will continue. And she looks motivated. She looks extremely motivated. Again, look at the different stuff that Harper does here. On the outside, Bergen with the set. We already played this earlier in the video. Just a little dink. Hey, precision, finesse. Here, Harper is starting behind Andy. They switch. Laney, again, it comes down, can you pass the ball? That's a perfect pass. Bergen is in the middle, right there, the AVCA logo. What do you want to do? You want to go Andy middle quick? You want to go outside to the right? Probably not. There's no one out there. So then you know what? I'm already set up. Let me give it to Harper. Coming in, speed, precision, jumping. And she bazooka rockets this. Nothing. And that's the libero right there at the libero's feet. This person's supposed to be able to do it. She sees the rocket coming, so she takes 2 steps back. Probably shouldn't have. Maybe she doesn't, but so fast, nothing you can do there. Just outside hitting at its finest. Here, Harper, complete player, all-around player, just not hitting. This is her passing to her setter. You got Taylor on the left. You could have Andy coming on the right. You could have Rebecca coming in behind. There's so many options on offense, but she sets the player who gave her the pass. And look at that. Harper's able to put it not through the hands to the opposite side of the hand. in between the two players. Speed, precision, power, nothing they could do right there. And one more. Tara with the bump over the Harper. And again, Harper here is able to get it through the blocker's hands and get it through the digger's hands with the speed. Point. It's just impressive stuff by this team. If you want full highlights from either Pittsburgh or Stanford, they're on my YouTube channel. You're watching this. If you're watching this on NTV News YouTube, it will be linked below. If you're on my YouTube, just go and find it. It's linked right there. You can watch all the raw highlights. No voiceovers, no commentary. It's just straight Nat sounds, the fan noise, and the playing. So you can go in and watch all of it. Have my watermarks there so people don't take my video. You can watch everything you want from this match. So make sure to go check this out if you want more. Of course, subscribe to me, Randy Silver TV, and NTV News on all socials, especially my TikTok, Randy Silver TV. I post so much recap and in-moment stuff for you to be able to see the fans. Moving forward, they face Lipscomb on Friday in Nashville. And then they face Kentucky in Nashville on Sunday. So, of course, we'll have recaps on NTV News for you. The following podcast that week, we'll talk about it. Expect them to start the season 4-0. But, hey, no complacency. It'll be interesting to see who starts. It will be Allie or Virginia. I think it's going to be Allie based off that performance. Team high in kills. And I think she just played better all around and is more suited, ready to play now. I think you let Virginia, who's a freshman, basically, she has 3 years of eligibility, come in, learn this offense, get used to being here more and more. She can play. She played pro in Italy. But I think Allie brings a different dimension by the finesse that she can bring. Laney's your starting libero. Bergen will be at center. They did have Campbell come in, meaning she can't redshirt this year, so she's not eligible to be a redshirt, giving her another year. In football and basketball, other sports, it's about the number of games. In volleyball, once you're in the match, you can't redshirt. So the other people who haven't played yet, I pull this up for you right here. If we got the volleyball roster, do I have it? Here we go. So you got the roster right here. Everybody, Campbell has played, Allie, so that whole front line besides Kara Lombach hasn't played. I assume she's going to redshirt basically as a freshman. You already have 3 liberos. Laney, we talked about. Macy's already in. She's a senior. Kenna has not played yet. She may get a chance to redshirt. If I'm wrong, call me in the comments. We talked about Olivia. On the bottom, on the next line, Tara, Taylor is. I don't think Manea's got in that middle blocker. Getting Rebecca and Andy, 2 middle blockers. Her and Kenna getting in. Why waste their chance? Maybe one of them gets in case one of them gets hurt, but more likely than not, red shirt. And you got Ryan Hunter opposite. Probably get a red shirt as well, you would think. Skylar, freshman, maybe get a red shirt. So there's some opportunity for these people to get more experience and grow with this team, young team. But the core, Bergen, Andy, Rebecca, Harper, and then you add in Taylor, who's been around a bit, and you have the pieces like Allie and Virginia who have played before, and then you have the liberos. This team is raw, folks. There's something there. There's a culture. And hopefully with football, they'll have the same momentum after they beat Cincy. Then they come home, and you got a couple games until Michigan. So NTV Sports Podcast. Like and subscribe, all channels. We're here for you 24/7. Anything you need, please let me know. And again, voicemails. Please share with me on any audio platform. If you have any calls you want, any thoughts, let's play them here and hear you talk to the fans out there. Big news, folks. So Wednesday, another one will be dropping on football. Please check the Lincoln Children's Museum for their game days for you to have your kids go hang out with them, and you can enjoy Memorial Stadium and everything in between. We'll see you all soon on the next podcast. Volleyball 2-0. Let's go. Football hopefully goes 1-0 by the end of this week. Randy Silver, NTV Sports Central, out.
In sports, we're down to the second last week of playing on the gridiron. Games are on top.